Record. I'm hitting record.
Go.
Just like
I can finally see people. I'm hitting record. I can finally see people. I'm hitting record. I'm not screwing around no more. If I can't see Joey G, tough shit. We're gonna push through this MFer, and I swear, we're gonna get through this. Oh, hi. This is Sir in the Pot with Don Kincaid and my very special guest. We are doing a Dear Norma. And look at this. Mr. Ty Shyne, we have nothing but havoc. We haven't even been able to hit the record button until now, and now you're joining in. Welcome to the madness, my friend.
What's going on?
We just started the Dear Norma prediction roundtable with all of our friends because we have been having technical difficulties for 30 minutes. But now we have Ty Shyne, and the best brows in the biz is making it all worthwhile. Nathaniel Carr, please, the Mr. Aim to Entertain, start us off with this Ty Shyne match that's going on. Could you please announce this, and let's get some thoughts from Ty Shyne and then go round table.
Ty Shyne is teaming up with Richard E. Stone. Dang it, Don. Richard E. Stone. And they're going against
Esquire. Richard E. Stone Esquire.
The Smurf.
Potato.
Esquire.
And Adriana. So, I don't know. I hate to say it. I hate to give him this much credit just because he's here. But I don't see Ty Shyne and Richard losing. This is their house. You don't come to another man's house and try to take their money, and that's what they're all about. Oh, don't see Adriana and Nico Silva pulling this off. But who knows?
That's a smart prediction, Carr.
Wow. Well, I am the nerd, so that's what I do. Make smart predictions.
Now, Mr. Ty Shyne, can you concur what Mr. Carr just said there? Because this is your house. I mean, test your strength. I mean, you're like the first student, baby.
I'm not like the first student. I am the first student. So you are right. It is the house that Ty Shyne built. TOS is my house. I built it. I've been there from day one. I'm still there. And so Nico Silva, he might have the best physique in TOS coming in. He's strong and everything. Adriana, she's a good competitor. I suggested her to come to TOS because I see the talent that she has, so I know. But what Richard E. Stone has, he has the muscle that Nico Silva doesn't have, and that's the 6 inches between his ears. He has the brains that Nico Silva might just not have. And I'm the one that told Adriana to come to TOS, so I watched her matches. I know what she's about. And like Richard E. Stone said, we're going to give an equal opportunity beatdown, and also it's going to be trust fund approved.
Oh, get out of here! You know what? I was going to start with somebody, but now that it's trust fund approved, Joey G, I know we can't see you, but I know we can hear you. Give me your thoughts on what Ty Shyne just said.
The fact that you guys got Jared in your corner is going to be a massive disaster, but like I said, I'm going to give it to Nico. Adriana, I hope I said that correctly. Based on the fact that I just don't like Jared.
Good facts to roll with.
And I think Richard E. Stone actually looks a lot like Jared.
Oh, yeah, yes. I concur. Cyndi Hart, what is your prediction for this one?
My money is on Nico Silva and Adriana.
Who runs this program here? Who runs this program? I don't know. Like, what's going on here? Nathaniel Carr's the only one with any sense here, making the right prediction. You call it a spoiler if you may, but Nathaniel Carr's the only one with common sense here. I don't know who runs this program or what's going on here. Like, is this regulated by the FCC?
Few and far between.
Listen, I regulate myself.
No, this is definitely not fucking FCC regulated. I'll tell you that right now.
It looks like Donovan raised his hand. He would like to speak. At least he has some respect and raises his hand.
You might want to take that back because you ain't gonna like what I have to say.
You know what? You know what?
No,
I'm
speaking.
Shut it down.
No, I'm speaking.
Look at you stirring the pot.
So,
wow.
My
See what I did there.
for this match is, first of all, I don't like people who ditch me on interviews and go and play golf instead, and also people who look like a Smurf. So my prediction of the winners for this match, Adriana and Nico Silva, because Nico Silva started my channel, started it all for the interview. I gotta choose him. And whoever plays golf.
I mean, a lot of y'all are doing this personal stuff. We're talking logic here. We're talking athletes. We're talking, win losses here. Y'all
Are
talking
you
a lot
saying
of
you don't think
personal feelings
Adriana's
towards this.
athletic?
I don't think Adriana solo can do what Shyne has done since being in TOS.
And my eyebrows look better than Adriana's too. So right there, we're one up. My eyebrows are better than Adriana's, so we're one up there.
I think she's capable.
You can't argue with that. You can't argue with the brows argument.
No, the best brows in the biz. Shyne guy, what are your thoughts? Because you're a big TOS fan. Over the past, probably the last year and a half or so, you've come up to all the TOS shows. You've become one of the many faces that we've met and see all the time, along with your son, Shyne Kid. What's your prediction for this match we're speaking of?
Ty Shot, Scourge of Children. Yes, I am not a fan. But, I mean, with Richard E. Stone, Smurf, conspire scenes there, I think I'm going to have to go with Ty Shine and Mr. Stone on this one.
About time you get somebody on this program that knows what they're talking about.
Oh, wow.
No, they're just kissing your ass.
A lot of conspiring between the two of them right there. I mean, that's a big hurdle to overcome.
Yeah.
Somebody with common sense on this program.
Is correct.
Wow. I almost wanted to agree with Nathaniel the way he started this off, but then as I thought about it, the Smurf and Ty Shine, I don't really. You guys can't see that, but it's a split screen with Smurf and.
I see it. I'm offended. I'm offended.
No, we can see it, but the people watching cannot see it.
Well, good. They don't need to see that anyway.
Yeah. It's HBO. So what I feel though is I feel that the Richard E. Stone Esquire and Ty Shine, I think there's going to be a little something going on there, especially if they got Jared behind them. I don't feel everybody's going to be on the same page, and I'm going to actually
listen. Richard E. Stone, he called me up. I'm a good client of his. He said, "Listen, Jay Bricks is on the injury list. I need a partner. Are you interested?" I said, "Richard E. Stone, you've done me a great service as my attorney. I got you." But who knows where this can go after we beat Nico Silva and Adriana? Who knows? We're gonna put the tag team division on notice at TOS. So this might not. This is not just.
What if the firm wins?
This could be something much more than just a one-off. So I'm just.
If the firm wins, will Ty Shine and Richard E. Stone go against the firm if they win the titles that night?
Listen,
this is a one-off.
Listen, my attorney says I cannot talk about those allegations or conspiracies or possible future dream matches. We can't talk about that. But yeah, my lawyer said so. Richard E. Stone Esquire. So we're not gonna talk about that. But we're gonna talk about Dear Norma and how I'm gonna show up, the best brows in the business, and also I'm in the best shape I've been in at least 5 years. I've lost so much weight. I feel great. I look even better. So when you have those two, you're definitely gonna win. And we have Jared with us. Trust fund approved. Are you kidding me? We have everything that a winning team should have, and we're gonna walk into Dear Norma, and we're gonna win.
I feel so bad for you because you're gonna be so disappointed when you lose.
We're gonna
listen, Cyndi. Don't talk to HBO like that, okay?
Don't tell me how to talk to people, Nathaniel.
Right? Thank you, HBO, for coming on. That was amazing. I love your predictions.
I feel sorry for you for the fact you got Jared in your corner.
Listen, Listen, there better not be any derogatory signs or any of this aimed towards Cheryl.
There will be.
We will take legal action.
Could I go out on a limb and say that the tag team, by the time Dear Norma comes, that the tag team of Richard E. Stone Esquire and Ty Shyne would be called Shiny Smurf? Could I go on a limb and maybe say that it would be called Shiny Smurf?
You know what you can do while you're on that limb? You can fall off that limb if you want to talk about us like that.
Wow. I just thought it was clever, a little catchy,
No,
SS.
No,
Shiny
it was not.
Okay. Okay.
I laughed. Just saying.
Yeah. Cyndi, great job over there. Now, Mr. Ty Shyne, I know you don't have much time with us. Can we go through one more match, but have your prediction in said match?
Let's do it.
Okay. Nathaniel Carr, why don't you take over? And this one is where we kind of tried to start off from the last time. So why don't you give us that matchup?
Big Bacon versus Alec Price. Now, me personally, I have a theory Alec Price is not going to let Big Bacon make a name off of him, especially on his debut. And Alec Price have been to training days. So I think he's been on almost every outside show we've had. I lost.
I actually agree with the nerd.
Wow.
I think Alec Price is going to take that.
Wow.
Listen, you guys are all prisoner of the moment. Alec, he's doing big things right now, limitless wrestling. He's doing all that, but I'm going with Big Bacon. It's time to sizzle, baby.
Yeah.
On that one, Big Bacon all the way. Let's see Mr. Price here get squashed. I mean, that is a tremendous amount of cockiness.
I know this aside from our match, this match could steal the show. This would be like 1 and 1A to steal the show. These two matches.
Oh wow. Donovan, who you got? Are you sizzling or are you going Howitson with Howitson the Turd?
As much as I would like Big Bacon to win, I think Alec Price is going to win, but it's going to be with interference from the Turd. So.
Yeah, I'm agreeing and right there. I want to say Big Bacon would take the win, but you have that factor of HD3. Joey G, close us off on this match, my friend.
So here's the thing. I'm a massive Big Bacon fan, and honestly, me and Price don't have the best history since he's ripped up one of my signs at the past show, Halloween Throwdown. So, as much as I love Big Bacon, and I love Big Bacon, I think Price is due for a win on this one. I really do.
Oh, wow. So we're kind of split over here on this one. You know what? All I know is I want to agree with Ty Shyne on that, though. I do feel, and there's a lot of great matches. We have some beautiful titles on the line, but I want to say that Bacon versus Alec Price, Donovan. It's not Alec Price, okay? Yeah. And
okay.
I do think this might be the sleeper match. I have to agree with Ty Shyne on that. Yeah, absolutely. Did we lose Nathaniel P. Carr by chance?
Yes, you did.
Don, I would like to thank you for having me on this fine program that's very biased against my team for unknown reasons. But nonetheless, I really thank you for this time on your program, and I'm going to talk to the FCC about getting you banned because this is just obnoxious that people would talk about me and Richard E. Stone in such ways.
I'll represent you, Don.
Oh, thank you, because there's going to be plenty more about one Richard E. Smurf and such. I love that picture. That's amazing. Hi, Shyne. Thank you for joining us and giving us your thoughts about Dear Norma. I appreciate that.
Thank you, guys. Have a great night.
You as well. Hope you lose.
Wow. Right at the tail
I'm
end.
not nice. I told you this in our last podcast on that. I'm not a nice person.
And Cyndi Hart with the dismount, if you will. That was amazing.
I do what I can.
Oh, that was good. Man, Shyne, huh? Shyne joining us for the Dear Norma prediction roundtable, which start off very shaky, but we kind of got it rolling, and here we are. So we've gone through 2 matches. Nathaniel P. Carr, please toss up another match if you could, except there is a triple threat on the card. Could we just not quite grab that one yet and move on?
Listen, y'all talked about a sleeper match, and y'all been saying that Alec Price versus Brad Hollister is a sleeper match. I'm sorry, I disagree.
It's not.
My prediction for the sleeper match is Jacob Fatu versus Hart hitting Bobby Ocean. How are you going to tell me that's not going to be a sleeper match of the night?
Okay, maybe. Yeah.
That match has everything in it. It has amazing talent. It has God knows what to expect. You have a champion coming in to face the first ever TOS champion.
Yeah, they're talking.
I mean, Jacob Fatu has never stepped foot in New England, and the first time he's stepping foot is against one of New England's own, Bobby Ocean.
Bobby Ocean, animal.
You know who wins? We do, the fans. That's who wins that night.
Yep.
That's the show stealer. There's no outside interference you got to worry about. There's no outside agendas. It's just 2 men want to prove who's the best in. Jacob Fatu is ranked 20 in PWI 500 last year. Okay? Number 20. And he's facing Bobby Ocean.
I've known Bobby Ocean a really long time, and he is an amazing athlete. I think that's going to be a great match that night. Like, great is an understatement. Like you said, that match might steal the show.
That's my prediction for show stealer tonight.
Now, Joey G, we've seen the buildup of Dear Norma here. They've announced some matches, and now we have the whole culmination of the entire card. But Jacob Fatu versus Hard Hit and Bobby Ocean. I mean, holy but Jesus! Joey G, give me some of your thoughts on this one.
Well, I feel like this is a potential one to steal the show, honestly. But in my honest opinion, like, Jacob Fatu is walking into Bobby Ocean's house, you know? So I'm going with Bobby Ocean. It might be a surprise, but in my opinion, I'm going with Bobby Ocean. He's going to beat Jacob Fatu because he's walking into Bobby Ocean's house.
I can feel that theory. Sign guy, what are your thoughts on such a big? This has got that big fight feel, if you will.
I feel like I'm watching the Warriors and a big showdown. I mean, Bobby Ocean, what a beat! Every time I see him, he's literally taking someone's head. And I definitely am gonna have to give it to him on that one. I mean, Bobby Ocean is not somebody you want to step to anywhere on the street, and especially not in his own house.
I agree.
Wow, we have the theory of Bobby Ocean's house. He's going to come away with this win. Donovan, we call him the future, the Roundtable executive producer. Give us your thoughts on this big fight feel match of Bobby Ocean versus Jacob Fatu.
This is Bobby Ocean's house. It's his home. And he ain't anyone come in no matter how famous you are on the independent scene.
Wow. I do not want to go against the grain, not that I was going to originally, because that was my thought on the original process of this match. My God, this is such a great opportunity for more eyes than ever to see Bobby Ocean with going against the likes of Jacob Fatu. But just because he's the MLW heavyweight champion does not mean he's automatically going to take this W. And I thought about the same thing you guys and gal have. And I'm going to say the same thing. And I want to say that Bobby Ocean is coming in very focused, probably more than he's ever been besides gaining, heading into the Test of Strength Championship. I want to say my man Bobby Ocean's probably ultra focused right now, with Jacob Fatu in front of him, and you've got to be. So this is going to be one hell of a match.
Can I put something out there?
Please.
Let's think about this. Let's think about the last couple of shows Bobby Ocean's been on, right? Tag match, multi-man match. This is probably the first time in almost a year we've seen Bobby Ocean in a singles match. Wow. Let's put that in also in facts also. In a singles match, we're getting Bobby Ocean. He's going to come with, like you said, ultra focus, but it's more than that. It's a point to prove. He's out to prove that title should never left his waist. And whether it's Karen Bam Bam at the end of the night or Vicious Vicky at the end of the night, I'm telling you, Bobby Ocean is going to end that night proving to the world why that title should never left his waist. That's my prediction.
Speaking of Karen Bam Bam, I love her, and I'm rooting for her like all the way. She makes me smile in the best ways. So like, I really want her. I'm really rooting for her.
She's fantastic, and I love it when she lays ass whoopings on Dan DeMann.
That's anybody
Dan
though.
deserves it sometimes. Even I have to say that as a Dan fan. But I do love when, she's a woman. You don't hit a woman.
Yeah, but you know what? Yeah, that's a fantastic segue, Cyndi, because you are a Dan DeMann fan, but we have seen the reign of Danos for quite some time. We have seen Karen Bam Bam dethrone him. Now we see in front of us the Queen. She likes to be called Your Grace, which, hey, I'm all about. Your Grace, Karen Bam Bam. She's our Test of Strength champion. But that's a fantastic thought that you just put out there, because I am a Dan DeMann fan. But I'm telling you, to have a champion as Karen Bam Bam, I think it's something different that Test of Strength is giving us, the fans, and giving the product as a whole. So this match where Karen Bam Bam is going up, and it's not an unknown factor, because if I'm not mistaken, they are familiar with each other. And the one Vicious Vicky, she's a champion in her own right in other promotions. So this match, I am very excited for, because this is the debuting of Vicious Vicky. Joey G, could you take us off with this one? And I know Cyndi Hart touched upon this. Could you please run with this and give us your thoughts on Bam Bam versus Vicious Vicky?
Well, here's the thing that I'm thinking of, and I have a surprise twist ending to this that might throw everybody off. Ready for this? All right. So here's my prediction. I really predict during this match, it's going to be a back and forth one with Dan the Jackass trying to screw over Karen Bam Bam, because he's probably going to think that since he can't beat Karen Bam Bam, he's going to try to get the title on the Vicious Vicky. I have a hard time saying it. And he's going to try to screw her in the match, with the whole special referee thing, Here's where the twist at the end is. I feel like Karen Bam Bam is going to beat Vicky at the end. And here's where my twist comes out of nowhere. I believe after Karen Bam Bam beats Vicky, Alec Price storms the ring, attacks Karen Bam Bam, and challenges for the Test of Strength Heavyweight Championship if he beats Big Bacon earlier in the night.
All right, well, first of all, watch your tone when you're talking about Dan. Second of all, it would be kind of shocking to see, but it's something I could see Alec Price doing for sure. So...
yeah, Joey G, if there's something that Miss Hart is a Dan DeMann fan, so you do have to, especially in person, you got to watch your tongue, because she's not afraid to give you those hands.
These hands are ready to eat for everybody.
Yeah, that's for sure. Now, Sign Guy, that's a great finish. Now, Sign Guy, you've seen the chicanery that Dan DeMann is can give us, the fans. Now, as a champion, but as Miss Hart, as Joey G said, he is the special guest referee. So the chicanery could just continue with Dan DeMann. What are your thoughts, my friend?
I mean, Dan is one for some huge theatrics. I am a fan of his theatrics. I am not a fan of him treating people the way he likes to treat them, but his theatrics are definitely on point, and I would definitely watch out for his cloak and dagger movements there because he's always flying.
Mm.
I mean, Thanos does think long term.
If that is one thing, if Dan the Man isn't very smart in wrestling, he's never thinking of Dear Norma. He's thinking of Dear Norma and the next 3, 4, 5, 6 events down the road. Where can he get that strap back on his waist? And you are so right there, my friend. Donovan, you've seen Dan the Man and his tricks and his antics throughout the events, and I know you're not you haven't seen Test of Strength very long, but you know all of what Dan the Man's about. Give us your thoughts on this match with him being a special guest referee, with Karen Bam Bam defending her championship against the vivacious, vicious Vicky.
I mean, he tries to do anything he can to cheat in every match from what I've seen so far. So I'm talking Cyndi. So
whoa.
The noodles might be a little soggy because it's been sitting.
So I think Dan Man is gonna do whatever he can to screw over Karen Bam Bam, but I'm choosing Karen Bam Bam. She's a great champion, and she's one of the greatest Test of Strength champions. So from what I've seen, my head's all over the place describing that. So.
That's okay. You've gone through a lot. You've got a lot of stuff going on. Nathaniel Carr, close us off on this match because I know you've been doing these promos and such at Test of Strength and talking about these matches. Some of them have involved the talent and such. What are your thoughts on this one? Because this is going to be a banger.
So this is my problem with this match, right? We know Vicious Vic is coming to prove a point in her debut, maybe capture gold. We know Karen Bam Bam stands alone as one of the toughest females in New England, I would say, in Jersey, in New York, wherever she stands. Plus, I got to represent the South Bronx. But my issue is Dan the Man. This man should be nothing to do with this match. He's had his rematches. He has all that stuff. And yet he found a way to weasel himself into the title picture again by being special guest referee. You really think this man is going to allow a newcomer, especially a female newcomer, to come in here and take the gold from Karen? Look, this man has said a phrase that has echoed in my mind. He used it against me. He'll use it against Karen. No one kills the Batman but him. And that means he's not going to let no one take that title off of Karen but him. So that means he's going to torture Karen. He's going to torture poor Vicious Vicky. And then he's still going to find a way to make sure he's standing up while they're laid out. This is no longer a match about what woman's going to be better to earn this title. Now there's a match in waiting to see what Dan is going to pull off and what crap he's going to do. And that's
You're right.
the most disgusting part about all this is that Dan found a way to weasel himself in a match that could be a show stealer. Like, I know my prediction is Jacob Fatu versus Bobby Ocean. But this, a women's match for the title, should be the main event, period. But because Dan the Man found a way to weasel himself in, he changed the narrative. And that's why you can't predict this anymore. And that's the problem. We're no longer waiting to see an amazing match. We're waiting to predict what crap Dan the Man is going to pull. And that's what really irks me. But if I'm going to predict, I'm going to say Karen's going to win. No matter what Dan pulls off. But frankly, the woman deserves better than a referee like Dan the Man. Hashtag bring back blue shoes.
Ooh. Blue shoes. We love blue shoes. Ms. Hart, what did you want to add on to that?
First, I'm going to smack Nathaniel in the face next time I see him for saying that about Dan. But no, I can't wait to see what Dan does. I'm actually very intrigued. He's always interesting. I don't know. It's always something you don't expect. So we'll see.
I feel
I'm really excited.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel everything that Nathaniel Carr said to round this match off is spot on because he found a way to change the narrative. That is a perfect line to describe that match. Now, Mr. Carr, bring us in to a tag match, and this is something that's been in the works because we need a number one contender. There's obviously a tag team championship match that's going on. We're going to get into that one. But this has number one contendership implications here. Could you please announce this match, my friend?
Oh, this is the match I'm excited about. The Nightcrawlers versus the Stepdads. My guys, my buddies, my wish. Sorry, I have a lot of daddy issues. But anyways, that's besides the point. I love the Stepdads. They're awesome. They always make me laugh. They bring charisma to the ring besides bringing amazing talent. And they're a solid, real tag team. They've been together for a while now. You know what I mean? Like with their second wives. They've been together for a while. And it's amazing. And I can't wait to see them go against a young, hungry team like the Nightcrawlers. You got young energy, and will the Stepdads be able to tame that wild energy? We will see, and I can't wait. But I'm going to go with experience and talent over young, rival energy. And I have to go with the Stepdads for that one.
Wow. Shyne guy, you've seen this culmination. The Stepdads have made their debut. They've made their mark. Cold Cash is not happy with that. They may be a factor. I don't know. That's something that hasn't been mentioned yet. Cold Cash is going to be looking at this match from afar. Not that far.
Code Boo can go with themselves somewhere, right? They're bankrupt. All right. COVID hit them hard. They're done. All right. They're waiting for their stimulus checks. Don't worry about them. Just talk about the tag team in the match.
Okay. Shyne guy, what are your thoughts on this tag team? Because the Nightcrawlers made up of Dominic De Niro and Gabriel Sky, they're sizzling hot right now.
Oh my God.
Fuego.
Kick ass, bro. A huge fan of these guys. I mean, Dominic De Niro, he brings this fierceness you see every time he wrestles. And Gabriel Sky always coming with the quickness out of nowhere. Lightning fast off the ring. I think they complement each other real well. And they're going up against the Stepdads. And, you know, when you get a first look at the Stepdads, you're like, man, those guys look like a lot of fun. And then you see them wrestle, and it's like, holy shit, they're really going to kick my ass. So, I think I'm going to have to go with the Stepdads on this one. I mean, they are not going to let the Nightcrawlers come out of timeout.
Wow. Donovan, I did mention Cold Cash. Nathaniel didn't like that. Don't you feel that they might be a factor in all of this, though?
I mean, all I'll have to do is just mute Ryan Frost so he won't get involved. I have to pause and mute him.
I forgot you have that power. Dear Norma Roundtable, Donovan has a very special superpower, and he can pause Ryan Frost just like that. It's amazing. I've seen it firsthand. It's absolutely amazing. But who's your
what
pick?
You're saying is you could leave him in the code?
Yep.
I see what you did there, Mr. Carr. Donovan, who's your pick for that match?
Stepdads. The Stepdads are awesome. Just a heads up for anyone. When you are Googling Stepdads, you have to Google Stepdads Wrestling. All is one word. Do not put spaces in it. Otherwise, you might end up on a page that rhymes with pub. So just saying.
Oh, no kidding.
Live on my interview with
then.
That happened. So.
Oh, very, very, very interesting tidbit. Fun fact from Donovan. Ms. Hart, you're familiar with all of these guys, I am sure. Why don't you give us your thoughts on this one? Because this is going to be another one of those. They all could be sleepers because we love all of these guys in this match, and that's why it's really kind of.
That's the amazing thing about this card.
Yeah.
Every match could be a sleeper match.
Yeah, absolutely.
All amazing show stealers.
So, Ms. Hart, what are your thoughts on this tag team match?
I love the Stepdads. You can't help but love them. I'm sorry. So, I'm not sorry though. They do big things. I think that my money's on them. I just think whatever they do, it's going to be entertaining, and that's all that matters.
Wow. Now I saved this guy for the last because
I wonder why.
is the head spear of some guys that come with signs, but they are known over at TOS because the stepdads have come over there as Stepdad Squad. That's one Joey G. Joey G, give us your thoughts on this match because I know you are excited for this one.
Here's my thoughts. Obviously, Stepdad's 2-0 in test of strength. Mm-hmm. They're looking to really make their mark here. Now, they're not going up against Frost and TJ Howell again. They're going up against a very good, talented tag team in the Nightcrawlers.
Oh.
A team that they've actually teamed up with in their debut. So, this is not going to be, I don't think this is going to be all fun and games for the Stepdads. You got a shot at the gold on the line. Stepdads, they know how to throw down. So I honestly believe the Stepdads can do this. Because, of course, I'm the Stepdad Squad, of course. But
STS.
But one thing I could definitely tell you is that Nightcrawlers are going to make them work for it.
Yeah.
You know? They're going to make them, fully tone off those dad bugs and really make them into father figures after this match.
Wow. Wow, is that a stepdad pun? Well played, sir. Well played.
There.
And one thing that I'm sorry.
Please.
One thing that the Stepdads do have the advantage on that the Nightcrawlers don't have is they do have the Stepdad Squad in their corner. So they got some home field. I'm not gonna say home field advantage, but they got some crowd advantage because
they have some favoritism advantage.
There you go.
Correct. Now, I want to kind of piggyback with what you just said there, Joey G, because the Stepdads have been a tag team for quite some time. We have Dominic De Niro and Gabriel Sky. They've only been a tag team for a few events over here at Test of Strength. Maybe two or three at best here. So they might not have that tag team cohesiveness. But I say, and I know probably most of you are going to hate me for this, I really feel that Dominic and Gabriel are really out to prove something beyond a little bit more than the Stepdads are in Test of Strength. And I almost want to say that they're going to come out with a W on this and kind of put a stop on Stepdad's momentum, what they have going on in Test of Strength. And I love me. And everybody knows that I love me, the Stepdads. But I'm trying to think with my head and not with my heart on this one. And I really think that the Nightcrawlers might squeak out with the win on this one. So that's going to be a very interesting. And the implications of the tag team gold. And let me tell you something. You guys have seen them firsthand. Are those tag team championships that Test of Strength has at their company, are them some of the prettiest belts you've ever seen in your entire life? Holy cow.
Very sleek. Very, very stylish.
Yes, but I'm biased, obviously, so I'm the wrong person to ask. I'm the most biased man in wrestling.
Fantastic hardware at Test of Strength. Now,
Don, not to cut you off, but
no, please, Carr.
Real quick, can you imagine, though, this is the beautiful thing about Test of Strength in this match. Can you imagine the Stepdads versus the Firm? Can you imagine the Stepdads versus Kowalski guys? Can you imagine the Nightcrawlers versus the Firm? Can you imagine the Nightcrawlers versus the Kowalski guys? Like, no matter how you twist this around, you're getting a main event next match for those titles. Because Stepdads always talk about putting people on timeout. Are you gonna put grown men on timeout? You know what I mean?
And
then you have the bratty little kids like the Firm. Listen, what you're doing your Saturday nights is none of our business. But what we're talking about here is wrestling, and you can't really. Can you imagine the Stepdads versus the Firm? Those bratty little punks getting chunked by the Stepdads, or the Nightcrawlers and the Firm going at it and just tearing down the house because they got so much to prove, being such young, amazing talents. Anywhere you go with these matches, you got gold and you got money, and you can print it. That's what's amazing about these two matches.
Yeah,
just confuse them together a little bit.
Absolutely. And let's just go right into the tag team championship because this is a big deal for the Firm. And not only that, but there is a stipulation that none of us know. Mr. Carr, please set up this match for us.
So you have the firm, pretty much. I don't know. I mean, before the Inner Circle, before the Pinnacle, there was the firm, and the firm's been doing it better than most. I hate to say it, but let's keep it a buck. And the firm has been running roughshod around TOS for almost 2 years since they've been formed. 2 years. Non-stop around PAPW, around XWA, even Rhode Island. They've been running roughshod around most of New England. And now they got the eyes set on TOS Gold. They've come up short a couple of times with different variations of the team, but now you have the two head leaders of this in Elijah Six, can't stand that kid, and Sammy Diaz, the fake prodigy of wrestling. And literally, oh my God, is the moon out? Is the full moon out tonight? Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that smile. Oh, that's a crescent moon right there.
Mr. Carr, I did not mean to interrupt, but we have our second special guest for the Dear Norma Prediction Roundtable. Welcome to the table, the K1 Classic Trophy champion himself, the Moonlight Sun, Mike Skyros. Thank you for joining the table, sir.
Thank you.
Hi, Mike.
What's up, Mike?
Now, we're going to switch gears. We were going to jump into the Tag Team Championship, but now that you're on board here, we're going to switch gears. Nathaniel Carr, could you please set up this triple threat for the Kowalski K1 Classic Trophy, sir?
I mean, how can I do this? Let's do this like this. We have the Man of Steel, Mike Verna, versus number one, Ichiban. Of course, both of them have to team up to take out the champ, the man. When the moon is bright, he comes out and shows out. Mike Skyros. I'm a fan. I'm biased. I don't care. I love the Venom thing the last show. I marked out for that. I was a nerd for that. I'm so happy. Oh, my God.
You.
My geek was real. So you already know who I'm going for. I don't know if you could tell, but I'm kind of a fan. You know what I mean? So
Calm down.
I gotta go.
Calm down. It's all right.
Hey, last time I wrestled in the ring in the TOS, it was with that man by my side. So by all means, I'm biased. I don't care. And he actually teamed up with him just before he won the K1 Classic trophy. So I'm not saying I rubbed off a little goodness on you, but you're welcome. You're welcome. I'll take my check later. But Skyros, I'm going for him. My man's on fire, and nobody's gonna stop that. So sorry, Ichiban. Sorry, Verna. Skyros for me.
Now, Mr. Skyros, what a build-up from one Mr. Carr. Big fan, geeked out, if you will. What are your thoughts on what was just said from one Mr. Carr?
I mean, I appreciate the kind words. Like, I don't even know how to follow that, but like, that's cool. Thank you.
Well, you know, we've spoken to you more than once on Stirring the Pot, on a fan roundtable. You've special guest before, and again, I appreciate you taking the time. You're a busy guy. You're a champion, so I do appreciate that. But this dear Norma matchup that you have going on right now, my friend, this is something different because when you originally won the trophy, it was against the champion then, Sammy Diaz, and wow, Brian Pillman Jr., you came out of that the winner. You've held on to that trophy for probably just a little over a year now.
378 days. I've done the math.
That was a match.
That match was absolutely fantastic. We've talked about that match more than once. But now you're seeing from when you won the trophy, you've been a defending champion all along. It's always been a one-on-one, but now you're in a triple threat with the Man of Steel, Mike Verna, and Ichiban. Ichiban is, I want to say he's on fire, but the firm likes to bring that kid down for some reason. And the debuting of the Man of Steel. Do you feel that your plate is full? It's not a champion's match right in that setting.
No, I don't. Honestly, I don't think it's ever a champion's match because, yes, you have to beat the champion, but the champion has everything to lose. And especially in this situation when you have more than one challenger left. And both of those dudes, like Verna, I don't think Verna's going to get he's coming in with a lot of momentum in terms of people wanting him to be there. Like I see like when people tag me and stuff, they're like, oh, they want to see this match, and there have been quite a few vocal fans that have wanted to see that matchup. And then Itchy has been like rising through the ranks like the entire time he's been on, not even just at TOS, doing stuff elsewhere, going on and proving he's got, skills to display in other promotions. So like he's actually on fire right now as well. So it's not gonna be easy.
Now, Ms. Hart, I know seeing Moonlight Sun, you're a fan of one Moonlight Sun, but we have a lot of fan favorites within this match, so this is a toss-up. So I'm kind of curious, what's your prediction for this one?
Oh, man. Honestly, I wish I could make a prediction for this one, but it could go one way or another for me.
Oh, wow.
Or one way or the other. I don't know. That one was the one match I looked at. I'm like, I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't really put a prediction out there.
We have a very undecisive, and I don't blame you. Let me say that I do not blame you for being indecisive. Joey G, you've seen the talent at Test of Strength, and you've seen the talent that's gone against the Moonlight Sun. How do you feel his chances are going into this matchup, my friend?
Here's what I believe. Mike Skyros is the K1 Classic champion for a reason. He's been putting on those like massively amazing like show-stealing matches at each show. Obviously against Price at the last Halloween Throwdown and at Fight for Your Dreams 3 against Max Caster.
Mm-hmm.
So he's going up against two top-notch athletic like superstars. You've got Ichiban #1, who's been I believe he's been calling his shot for the K1 Classic Cup for a while now.
Yeah, he's been trying. Yeah.
And then you've gotten a guy who just appeared on AEW Dark in Man of Steel, Mike Verna.
Yeah.
So Mike Skyros is going to have his work cut out for him. So it can go, like I said, this is a tough one for me to go with. And I'm not just saying this because Skyros is here either. So,
right.
Right. I would like to see you win. But
I'd like to see me win too, but I can definitely see how
it could go literally any way in my opinion. And I love Verna based on the history I've had from meeting him and everything at shows before from like Northeast Wrestling and everything. So it's really tough for me on this one because, like I said, all three. Ichiban is more to me like the wild card because there's still a lot I'd like to see from Ichiban, for me. At Skyros, I've seen him steal the show like every time I've seen him wrestle. And Verna is a personal favorite of mine. So this one's, I'm kind of indecisive myself here.
Wow. We started off with Nathaniel. He went right off with the champion. We went to Ms. Hart, indecisive. We went to Joey G, indecisive. Let's see where this goes here because, Mr. Skyros, do you see what us fans, and I know you're a fan, we always start off as fans, but do you see what us fans are going through the dilemma of dear Norma coming up on some of these matchups, my friend?
Yeah, and it's a predicament too because it was mentioned earlier that I don't see necessarily anyone being booed as well because Verna is someone who's been asked about and talked about in terms of someone wanting to be here for a while. Like the fans obviously want him here. Ichiban, I haven't heard anyone boo him. He's obviously a fan favorite to anyone with ears, and I feel as though I've gotten a positive reaction ever since I've challenged for the K1 Classic. So I'm interested to see where everyone's allegiances lie and where the emotion of the crowd kind of directs the match as well.
Yeah, absolutely. We've said that X match is going to be the sleeper or the show stealer. And then we've come to the conclusion that every single match is probably going to be the show stealer. This card that Test of Strength has built up is an absolute banger of a card. Donovan, could you please take over and give us your thoughts on this triple threat? Oh, wow. Mike Skyros all the way. He's already spoken before he's spoken. Please, because the people that are watching cannot see those things. Only we can see that stuff. So Donovan, give us your thoughts on this triple threat.
My Skyros all the way. That's what I just said. So I'm choosing him to win because he's a awesome wrestler. He knows how to put on a show. He also threatened me if I don't choose him, then he's gonna watch me when I sleep. He also likes Los Angeles Lakers, and we make fun of Shyne because he chose the Heat in the NBA Finals last year. So we're like bros. So I choose him.
Oh wow, Mr. Skyros, you missed Mr. Shyne by maybe about 15, 20 minutes. He popped in a little bit earlier. So that was fun. Yeah, that was fun.
I told him I hope he loses. When he was leaving, I was like, bye, hope you lose.
I understand that rationale. He does it to himself.
I know, right? Usually I like the bad guys. I don't know, man.
Shyne guy, we've talked about your fandom at Test of Strength when you and your son, such a cute little boy. I love, and now he's probably like chest high. We haven't seen him in so long. It feels like forever. Such a cute little guy you have there. You guys have brought a lot of fandom along with Joey G, as well as Joey G, rather. You guys bring your signs and have a lot of fun at the shows. You've seen Mike Skyros at Test of Strength more than once. You've seen what he's capable of. Give us your thoughts on this match, my friend.
Well, first of
all, ooh, I know where this is going.
I remember being side for the champ when he won the K1 Classic. All right, and let me say it was an amazing match. Definitely, the champ is got it going on. But if you know me, Don, we're huge Ichiban fans. I mean, my kid's telling my wife in his sleep that Ichiban is number one. So
that's so cute.
I mean, it's a hard match to call. I mean, everybody's pretty evenly matched. I mean, Ichiban is fairly quick and unpredictable. Verna is quite a beast in itself. And then you have the champ. The champ, you know, not going down without a fight at all. So I can't even pick one or the other on this one either.
Oh, wow. We are in it. I really thought you were going Ichiban all the way with no hesitation. And we ended up with an indecisive decision from Sign Guy. Now, what a swerve that is. Holy cow.
I think bottom line is we're winning. When I'm commentating on the booth and I'm calling this match, I'm going to say this then, I'm going to say it now. We're winning. Yes. The fans, the people watching are winning. And that's who's winning that night when it comes to this match.
Absolutely. Now, and I know we have a special guest tonight. We have like two more matches left, Mr. Carr.
Don,
just one.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I'm actually going to be signing off for now.
That's okay.
Because I have stuff going, but it's been a pleasure. Thank you for having me, as always.
Thank you
I'll
for
come back
hanging out.
anytime.
Thank you to Ms. Hart for joining the soiree of the Dear Norma Prediction Roundtable. It was a pleasure having you.
It was a pleasure to be here. And good luck, Mike.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Yes. Our friends that we meet at wrestling, Mr. Skyros. We make these relationships, and look at us. We do these roundtables. We have fun. Wrestling is something very unique. I've said it once. I'll say it 1,000 times. It brings many people of many religions, races, creeds, colors, weight ranges, lifestyles, walks of life, no matter how you put it. It brings us all together for that one thing we call wrestling. And I want to talk about something specific before we move on to another match. If you mind, could you do a prediction with us before you get going? Would that be okay?
Yes.
Oh, cool. But before we get into that, I want to talk about real quick, because I know we've spoken about this before on Stirring the Pot, but Test of Strength uses this trophy cup as a championship. It's not an annual thing once a year. It's not a memorial battle. It's not of this. It's not of that. Once you win this thing, it's utilized as a legit championship, and I love that Test of Strength does that. Could you please talk to us, the fans, about that? Because that's something different than I think I've ever seen in any other company.
Yes. So I really can't think of like you said, another company where that's the case, because there is almost always that championship that is not the heavyweight title, but the workhorse title. This is the match that's gonna test everyone's wrestling skills type title, and that's what this is. I think because of the association with Kowalski, that the Cup had no other path than the one it's on right now. I couldn't see it being anything else, to be quite honest. And as new and different as it is, I think it also makes perfect sense. And it really, with the champion and with the challengers, especially anyone from the New England area that knows what it signifies, I think it really allows us to get into the right headspace for those matches because of what it represents.
Yeah. Very, very well put on that. Because it brings that lineage of Kowalski as well as Slick Wagner Brown, continuing that lineage among other trainers in the New England area and across the country and possibly across the globe. So very well said. I appreciate those words. Nathaniel Carr, could you please take us into that match that we were just speaking of before Mike Skyros came in, sir?
Now, this is the main event match, and it's almost appropriate that Skyros interrupted it because this should be the last match we talk about. The Firm versus the Kowalski guys. The history, the lineage, the disrespect to that lineage, when you really think about it, coming from the Firm to the legacy of the Kowalski guys. This is a match that deserves the main event spotlight. It deserves where it stands on the card, and it deserves our predictions to be just as uncertain as it is for the K1 Classic trophy. Because all the pros that the Firm has is all the cons that the Kowalski guys have. But all the positives and the pros that the Kowalski guys have is all the cons of the Firm. So where do you weigh at the end of the day for that? Me personally, I'm still going with the Kowalski guys. I think they just have so much more, and that title means so much more to them than it does the Firm. In the sense of that, they won titles already, but the Kowalski guys, this is something special for them, and I can feel it every time they step in the ring.
Yeah, because Shyne guy, we've seen the Kowalski guys. They're the only and inaugural Test of Strength Tag Team Champions. So they've been running with these belts for probably a bit longer than a year and a half. Mr. Carr, 2 years. Mr. Carr would know better. So Shyne guy, you've seen the experience with Jay Freddy and Slick Wagner Brown, the champions, but you've also seen what we spoke of before, the antics and the chicanery that the Firm bring, no matter if there's 1, 2, or 4 of them. Give us your thoughts on this match, sir.
Well, Firm have a very interesting relationship going on between us. I think they absolutely suck, but Sammy Diaz is the cheat style. I can't disagree with that. But not to diminish the Test of Strength Championship, but the Tag Team Championships is definitely the pinnacle of Test of Strength. All right, and the Kowalski guys are the pinnacle of tag team wrestling. I mean, they got it all. They have experience. They have great communication. They have great presence. They get moving around that ring, and Jay Freddy and SWB are both absolute animals in the ring. They will take your off without hesitation. And the Firm, they're not ready for that. All right.
Very interesting take on that. And I want to agree with everything you've said there. But when it gets to my turn on this one, I might surprise you. Donovan, talk to us about this match, because you've interviewed everybody on the Firm, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Everyone except Sammy. That's about it.
He's been dodging you? Please give us your thoughts on this Tag Team Championship match.
Well, I'm supposed to interview all of them live after the show next weekend. And I can't can't wait to tell them I told you so of when they're going to lose. So.
Oh.
Yeah. The Kowalski guys aren't giving up those titles yet, at least in my opinion. And if they were, it would not be to the firm. So maybe someone like the stepdads, but not to the firm.
Oh, wow. Wow. Joey G, you've seen, we've spoken about, I know you're fresh as a fan in the TOS Test of Strength promotion, but it doesn't take long. It takes a couple shows to just totally get involved because they tell great storylines. They give us great characters. They give us great in-ring matches. And I know you're looking forward to this one as well because you have a kind of weird relationship with the firm as well as everybody else does, if I'm not mistaken. Give us your thoughts on this one.
It's crazy because I feel like my relationship with the firm is very rookie-ish in a way because, like, I haven't known him as everybody else in this have for the while now. But to be fair, I've had a bigger relationship with Jared, and Jared has teamed up with the firm. So, and I have a worse relationship with Jared than I do the firm. But going forward, because I think people have seen me go back and forth with Richard E. Stone of the firm. This one, my prediction, by the way, when it comes to what kind of match the stipulation is going to be, I think it's going to be a straight-up street fight.
Oh, wow. You know what? That's a great point you said because we saw what happened last time. There was a scuffle, and that's what brought us to this match for Dear Norma. There was a scuffle going on, and man, there was picnic tables, and the outside of the ring was involved. So I could totally see that happening, Jackie G. Anything goes. The streets are wide open for the tag team championship. That would be amazing. And I'm gonna close this match out here, and the Roundtable.
My prediction on who I thought was gonna win too.
Wait! I thought you gave us that. I apologize, my friend.
No, I gave the prediction for the what kind of match it'll be. So.
Oh, please.
My bad. I'm sorry. I didn't want to sound rude.
No.
So going forward, I've seen the last time I saw these guys go down was back at Fight for Your Dreams 3, and they got hardcore. They went all over the place.
Yeah.
The one thing I remember at the end of that match, or the last two times I've seen, first time I saw Kowalski guys, they picked the win over Sammy Diaz and Elijah Six. But the thing was, at the end, the beatdown at the end showed the firm standing over the Kowalski guys. And then at Halloween Throwdown, they took out, I wouldn't say they took out, but they beat the hell out of SWB and they took them down. They were standing over him again for a second time. And then they were also talking hard into the cameras that they got, that they're winning those titles.
They're good.
Hate to say it, but they got the momentum going for them. And I love the Kowalski guys. And I hate the firm. But I got a bad feeling the firm's going to win.
No, never. Million years, never.
I'm going to slip mine in real quick before we go to the K1 champ. I'm going to double down with Joey G. The firm is going to absolutely flip shit when they hear that I am picking them for the win to dethrone the inaugural and only Test of Strength Tag Team Champions. Now, I've been curious on the champ's thoughts on this match because he has got a history with the firm and Test of Strength. So please, Moonlight Sun, what are your thoughts on this championship match?
Yeah, I believe I've wrestled all 6 of those involved because I always count 4 of the firm. The other 2 are never far behind. I've wrestled Freddie and SWB as a tag team. It's tough because, yes, they've been the day 1 champions and they've had an iron grip on the belt, but nothing lasts forever. And when I think about where Test Strength is going, it's really hard for me not to see the firm very prominent in that picture. Barring any sort of contract signing, Test of Strength in 2-3 years might look a lot like the firm. It's not my favorite, but it's hard to deny their talent. I think that if the firm doesn't beat The Kowalski guys, who does at this point? I think it is. I don't agree with the firm as people. I don't agree with their tactic, but I believe it's their time.
I'm going to go with, again, what you just said there, Mr. Skyros. I'm going to agree with everything there because we've seen the rise of Elijah and the rise of Sammy and company, Jay Bricks and Richard E. Stone alike. They've come up, and they're nobody to be trifling with. I will say that. Excellent put. Very well put.
Kincaid.
Now, yes, sir. Nathaniel Carr.
Can I just put a scary prediction out there that Skyros brung up? Can you imagine
please.
Fight for Your Dreams 4? And the firm has every title, and they're defending every title that night?
Oh, my God.
I mean,
why you got to talk like that,
It's a scary
Carr?
prediction.
That is
But
scary.
we could be looking at 2022, the year of the firm. If they win these titles, I'm scared of that kind of momentum that would give them. That's all I'm saying.
Well,
I'm scared.
As Mr. Skyros did mention, with how Test of Strength is going and the rise of the firm, it is logical thinking. I hated to yell at you, but I just don't want to picture that in my brain. I feel that's the worst. That's the nightmare of any Test of Strength fan right now, besides the Danos era, is having the firm in control of all the golden TOS. My word, that would suck.
Oh my God.
I think Donovan just walked off. He just couldn't take it anymore.
I cannot thank each and every one of you. Miss Hart has left our soiree just a tad early. I know we've ran a little bit over an hour. I cannot thank each and every one of you. The sign guy, you and the sign kid, I cannot wait to see it there, Norma. That is going to be one hell of a time. And I know you're going to bring in the fandom strong. You've come up with these cool concepts. The last time you came up with a war wagon filled with signs. Do you have something in the works for Dear Norma, my friend?
I've got it on paper right now, trying to, plot my next way to tell everybody how I feel about certain individuals. Definitely, I'm around. I'm coming a little bit stronger because we're bringing little man. We got my other son who's about to start coming with us, so he's gonna be coming in with us. So we're going to present a united front and keep telling the firm that they absolutely suck.
The firm versus the sign pack. That's the future of TOS right there.
Now, before I close this out and give thanks to everybody, Moonlight Sun, can I just I want to what you just heard from Sign Guy. He brings his young son. We call him Sign Kid, but now he's bringing in the younger one, the Sign Baby. I don't know what to call this one. How do we address the younger one, my friend?
I mean, you could.
I think
Sign Baby. Sign Baby. Sign Baby works.
They call him Sign.
So what you're seeing as a performer and a talent right now in 2021, you're still seeing wrestling alive in the fandom end of it because we're seeing a dad taking his kid, and then he's taking the younger kid who's growing up just enough to be able to take to the shows. How does that make you feel as an athlete and a performer in the industry of wrestling, my friend?
It feels great, and it feels good. I'm very biased towards Test of Strength, but I still think this point holds objectively that there are so many memorable characters. There's so much fun going on throughout the show. There's so much good action that I think that goodwill has been building up fan base for so long, and people are really able to sink their teeth into it now so that the entire family can join it. You can bring your like, oh, this is the firm, they suck. Oh, this is Ichiban #1, etc., etc. And it's really cool to see.
Yeah. Again, very well put, my friend. Donovan, I know you're probably going to zonk out on us or you're looking for some potato salad or something. I thank you for your time. And I know you've been going through some stuff behind the scenes, if you will, behind the curtain. So I appreciate you hanging out with us and doing this Dear Norma Prediction Roundtable.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me. Just want to make a few things. Next time when you have me on your show, Kincaid, please make sure Skype works, because a half an hour, it took less time of me getting my hair ready for this than it did to get this show started. So.
Oh, whoa, Don, we got Big League Donovan over here now. That's what we doing. He's a future now. He's big leaguing you. Okay, I see how it is.
Time is
Big League Donovan. That's what's up. Time is money. That's me, sure.
Did your appearance fee just go up a little bit? I got to know how to adjust my PayPal.
Sure did.
Yeah, it definitely went up.
Oh, and also, if there's anyone out there, I want to make this announcement too. This is my gimmick. Next week, Saturday, April 3rd, dear Norma, in the parking lot before the show, there will be a title defense going on as me, the Stirring the Pot champion, will be defending my title in the parking lot. Anyone can step up, as long as you're over the age of 16, because I'm not dealing with no legal stuff. So,
Donovan is the 20th and current STP champion right now. He came here and all the way from Massachusetts, Italy, to hand deliver my award, and he beat the 19th champion, Yorick. He was the two-time 19th champion. He took Yorick down, and Donovan just put out an open challenge in the parking lot of Ryder's Smokehouse, April 3rd, dear Norma, for the testing. I'm bringing that with me. So there's going to be an open challenge.
I'm on a break, but I can maybe come out of retirement for one more.
Wow.
Wrestling.
Wow.
People are tired. I don't want to hurt them more. So.
Wow.
Oh.
Nathaniel, I think the
Big
moral
League
of,
Donovan right there. Big League Donovan. All right, I got it.
I think what he was basically saying is you don't want that smoke. Joey G.
You don't want
I cannot thank you.
Wait, you see this six-pack?
Oh, Jesus Christmas, why are we doing this? That's children.
I need a dope.
Joey G, thank you so much for spending the time your Friday night with the silliness that we had on the roundtable. I cannot thank you enough, my friend.
Well, I appreciate being on here, even though I became John Cena the entire time because you couldn't see me. I had a blast.
Joey Cena right there.
Joey Cena. One thing I did, that championship that open challenge is looking pretty tempting, you know.
Oh, Joey G v Donovan? Are you kidding me? Wait, six-pack? What the hell? Mike Skyros, thank you not only for joining us, but kind of hanging out with us for the tail end of this. I can't thank you enough for this. That was very cool of you.
Thank you for your time.
Absolutely, and don't forget, he's a champion. He's the K1 Classic champion, and he's got a couple opponents on his plate that, we just don't know if he's going to make it through or not. Oh, Donovan's raising his hand. Yes, sir.
Maybe Mike Skyros could face 4 people that night and step up into my match, my open challenge.
Oh, wow.
I want you to be able to enjoy the show with full bodily functions, so we're going to set that aside for now.
Well, that's why I would give you the after you're already hurt, I can beat you easily after the show.
You're doing a lot.
He's cerebral.
He's cerebral.
Yeah.
He's cerebral.
He's trying to use your wearing down of your match to kind of get a come up on one Skyros. Wow. Donovan always thinking. He's a thinking man. Nathaniel Carr.
There's not an amount of wearing down that could happen.
Wait, I'll be right back.
Oh, God. Nathaniel Carr, please take us up before he comes back. Thank you for putting this together, Mr. Carr.
No problem. You know what it is. This is Mr. NPC, Mr. Nathaniel Carr, Mr. Leader of the Nerdum Nation, the Crown Prince of the Geekdom Kingdom. You know how we do the KONS of TOS. It's the Kingdom Nerd style. That's all the monikers I have, but there's many more to come. So thank you for joining us and stirring the pot for this lovely roundtable for Dear Norma. Salute. How was that, Don?